What's up, Kyle?
All right, what's up, Scott? Got a good
Take
week,
two.
good card this week. I like it.
Yes, sir.
I like it a lot. Want to just get right into things?
Let's get right into it.
All right. So the card starts off with Impa Kasanyi versus Sasha Palatnikov. Sasha Palatnikov won his UFC debut by third-round KO last couple months ago. He was a huge dog in that fight. He's a huge dog again today, this week. Impa is the guy who got knocked out with the spinning back kick from Joaquin Buckley to the face.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Impa, after that fight, decided he's going to drop down to 170. So this is his first fight at 170. Believe it or not, at the weigh-ins, he was still the smaller man. And if you were going to bet this fight, I would bet the dog. That's only... It's not worth it to bet on Impa after that knockout in the first fight at 170.
No.
You never know how the cut's going to go.
Right. His kidneys could be shutting down as we speak.
Right. Second fight of the night is one of the locks, a guy that I picked to win, Da-Un Jung versus William Knight. Da-Un Jung at the weigh-ins, he's my biggest note. I have it written down in bold letters right here. Is enormous. He towered over William Knight, who is a big man himself. Da-Un Jung, he's a striker primarily. William Knight is not much of anything. I think he used to be a wrestler in high school, maybe some college. He's awkward standing up. He's basically just big and athletic, but he does not have the size advantage against Da-Un Jung, and he does not have... He will be significantly the worst striker of the two. So I think Da-Un Jung is going to knock him out. I really do.
Really?
Yep. Da-Un Jung. First, lock him up. First bet of the night. Next fight is Louis.
What's the line on that? Do you know off the top of your head?
Minus 140. Da-Un Jung.
For Da-Un?
Yep.
Oh, was that part of the parlay?
It was not.
Okay, so it's a single.
Single. Next fight is Luis Saldana versus Jordan Griffin. This is a tough fight to pick. They're both pretty well-rounded. Jordan Griffin at one point looked like he might be a promising prospect. Now, I don't know so much. This is Luis Saldana's first fight in the UFC. I think he's going to win here. I think the UFC wants him to win. But I'm staying away from this one. Next fight, another lock. It's Hunter Azar versus Jack Shore, and we got Jack Shore lined up right here. Jack Shore has looked great in his first UFC fights. He's one of the Welsh fighters. There's a bunch of them coming over right now.
Ooh, Welsh.
Yeah, and they all seem to have good wrestling, which you wouldn't think. But Hunter Azar came over, looked like he was going to be a hot prospect too. He's a little bit older though. He's jacked, athletic, but he gasses out. He gassed in his last fight and lost. Jack Shore does not gas out. So Jack Shore...
I remember Jack Shore, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember, I think, in his UFC debut, I think it was on Fight Island, and he was the biggest favorite of the night. He was like minus 800, and he won in like 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kid's a beast.
Yeah, he's like 22, something like that.
He probably is like 26. I wouldn't be shocked if Hunter Azar wins or looks good in round 1 and then fades from there. Next fight is Jorgen De Castro versus Jargis Donho. Jargis Donho has not fought in more than like 4 years, I think. And Jorgen De Castro... he had the huge knockout over Justin Tafa, which we were on Justin Tafa that night. But since then, he hasn't looked great. He doesn't like to really throw too many punches, seems like. He likes to rely on that power, and he has devastating leg kicks. But I watched an interview with him. He knows that this is going to be his last UFC fight if he loses or looks like shit. So he's coming out hot. Jargis was never good before the layoff. There's no way that layoff is good for him. So I like Jorgen De Castro by knockout. He's a big favorite, so he's not really worth taking, but I like him here. for DraftKings at least.
What's the prop on the by
knockout prop? I think it's still like -1.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Next fight is a tough one. A tough one, and I wanted to pull the trigger on John Makdessi so bad before the weigh-ins, and after the weigh-ins, I couldn't do it. John Makdessi versus Ignacio Bahamondes. Bahamondes has never fought in the UFC, but he's way bigger than John Makdessi. He's real long. John Makdessi is one of the most accurate strikers in the UFC. He doesn't have that much power. He's pretty well-rounded. That's why I wanted to take him, but just the size difference and the youth of Bahamondes, staying away. Next fight was going to be Malecki versus Dumont. Fight got canceled. So Malecki ended up pulling out. They got a replacement. Then Dumont missed weight by 4 pounds, and they just scrapped it. So that fight's gone. Next fight is Scott Holtzman versus Mateusz Gamrot. Mateusz Gamrot lost his UFC debut, but he fought a freaking Russian killer. I like him to win here. Scott Holtzman has no chin. Not only does he have no chin, but he gasses out. Mateusz Gamrot.
That is not a good combo.
And he's a wrestler. His strength is wrestling. Mateusz Gamrot is just going to take this guy down over and over and over and over again, rinse and repeat. He might get a finish. He's -250, so he's worth throwing on parlays. I like him in DraftKings. Main event of the undercard is, if you followed Miller Locks from back in the day, Jim Miller is an absolute beauty, and we always love him.
I did see him on this card.
Yeah, and he's fighting a young kid in Joe Selecki. Gotta go Jim Miller here. You know,
have to.
and there's good reason behind it too. Not only because he's our boy, but Joe Selecki, young kid, he's a wrestler. You're not going to be taking Jim Miller down over and over again unless you're a super athlete, and this kid Joe doesn't look like it. And on the feet, Joe Selecki looks a little awkward and gets hit. Jim Miller is a beast everywhere.
There's only 2 rules we have here. You take Matt Brown, and you take Jim Miller.
That's true.
Those are the only 2.
That's true.
Those are the only 2 rules we have.
So I saw an interview with Jim Miller, too, saying that he still gets pumped up for fights, so love him. Love Jim.
Yeah, how old is he now? He's got to be like 37.
Yeah, pushing 40. Main card starts with Mike Perry versus Daniel Rodriguez. Love Mike Perry. Might be the lock of the night, +140. Daniel Rodriguez is not that good. He's a brawler. He likes to brawl.
Yeah.
He gets hit. Mike Perry, for all the hate you want to put on him for saying the N-word and being ridiculous, having face tattoos, he's really good at fighting. He fights almost everyone tough. He fights almost everyone tough. And people are hating on him because he lost to Tim Means. That's another rule of Miller Locks. You never bet against Tim Means.
Never bet against Tim Means.
Yeah. I mean, Tim Means is good. People are hating on him. I like Mike Perry here. Next.
I like him as well. N-word and all, it doesn't faze me a bit. I'll look past that.
He's also a new father. Says he's changed. So, we'll see.
There you go.
Next fight is Nina Nunes, not Nina Ansaroff, versus Mackenzie Dern. I'm staying away from this fight, but if I were to pick, I'd say Mackenzie Dern. I didn't think Nina Ansaroff looked that good at the weigh-ins. She looked jacked, but she looked sunken in, like her face was sunk in. And Mackenzie Dern is young, athletic, and really hot. So,
yes, she is hot.
Yeah, she is. It's the mom off. They're both moms. So that's a good one there.
Yeah, is she the one that fought like 3 weeks after having a kid?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, she's really good.
Yeah.
I think she won though, right? Right after she had a kid.
I think she did. She's lost, I think, one fight in the UFC. She's really good. She's got great submissions. I think she might pull off a submission, but it's not worth. I'm not betting against Amanda Nunes is his wife here. So, next fight might be the 4th rule of Miller Locks. It fucking never hedge.
I know what you're going to say.
Sam Alvey.
Smiling Sam, yes.
Smiling Sam is fighting Julian Marquez. And believe it or not, I actually like Sam Alvey to win this fight. Julian Marquez is not good. He's just not good.
I like Sam Alvey at plus 160 all day.
Yeah, and
he's still got knockout power.
Knockout power, you can't take him down. And the thing about this one is, he's another one said he knows he's on the chopping block. If he doesn't win this fight, he's out. He said, so I'm going to be evil for 3 rounds. He also shaved a smile into the back of his head this week.
Oh my God!
Not only did he do that, but he's back at 185. He was fighting at 205. He should never have been there.
Mm-hmm.
Made 185 easy and looked good.
Love it.
Yeah. Next,
this is a great card.
It's unbelievable.
These are the greatest hits.
Yeah. Next fight is Sadiq Youssef versus Arnold Allen. This is our second leg of that can't miss parlay, and we're picking Sadiq Youssef here. It's Team Africa. They're coming and they're in hot with Ngannou, leading the charge, and Usman. Yep. So we got Sadiq Youssef here. Arnold Allen's good, and he's good everywhere. Sadiq Youssef's just a little bit better everywhere. He should be the faster man. Arnold Allen did look a little bit bigger than him, but not worried about that at all. Sadiq Youssef is a super athlete, so I like it.
Yes.
And then we get to the main event. It's Kevin Holland versus Marvin Vettori. And if you watch the weigh-ins, Marvin Vettori at the face-offs looked like an absolute freak. You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of the guy from Mad Max that sprays spray paint in his face.
Yeah. Yeah.
For Valhalla.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a psychopath.
Yeah. Kevin Holland just stood there looking mean. Kevin Holland has not said shit this whole fight week. He's ready.
Yes.
And I'm picking the dog, Kevin Holland, to get this done.
Ooh.
I like Kevin Holland in this fight. I didn't actually pull the trigger and bet on him yet, but I have him in Draftkings big time. Kevin Holland doesn't get finished. You can out-wrestle him, but Marvin Vettori is not a wrestler. He's an Italian striker. No. And Kevin Holland is one of the best strikers in the UFC. And what happened to him against Derek Brunson, one of the best wrestlers in the UFC, doesn't change that. And people like to think it does. So I think if this fight had happened before the Derek Brunson fight, Kevin Holland is favored to win. And we get him at a nice price at what I think he's plus 225 still.
He is, yeah.
So I like it. I like it a lot.
Plus, he's actually up to plus 260.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
On the ESPN app, yeah.
Couple other things to note. Just what's his name? Missed weight too. Believe who was it missed weight? I think Bahamondes might have missed weight, but barely. Was nothing major. He missed it by like 0.75 pounds. And then I made some DraftKings lineups. So we're getting crushed in golf.
We sure are. Yeah, we need a bailout.
So here's our cash bailout. $50 cash bailout. I got, starting it off with Matus Gemrot. Should be an easy win and lots of DraftKings points.
Is this for a double up or a tournament?
This is a 50-50 double up.
Okay, like it.
Matus Gemrot, Jack Shore, Da-Un Jung, Sadiq Youssef, Mike Perry, and Kevin Holland. And I know Kevin Holland in a double up seems risky, but it's really not because he doesn't have to win that fight at 6,600 to pay off his price. All he's got to do is throw a lot of strikes and go to the judges, and I think he'll do that in a 5-round fight. So then I'm in 2 tournaments, the 100K. I entered 2 lineups, $15, and one of them I had to have Marvin Vettori in one of them. So this is the Marvin Vettori lineup. It's Marvin Vettori, Jack Shore, Sadiq Youssef, Mike Perry, John McDessie, who I said I wanted to pull the trigger on. Well, I didn't in betting, but I did in DraftKings because it's easier to pull the trigger in DraftKings. And another one I didn't pull the trigger on in betting, Mackenzie Dern. So it leaves 600 salary on the bench, and I don't think anyone will have that lineup. So it's a good
tournament lineup because those guys are going to be fairly low owned. I think.
Right, that's what I'm thinking too. And then here's the other. This is going to be another tournament. Start off with Matus Gamrot, Kevin Holland, Daun Jung, Jim Miller, Jack Shore, and Sadiq Youssef, and that leaves $1,500 on the table.
That's nice.
So, I like them. Those are the DraftKings lineups. And then, Scott, look at this bet. Well, we'll start with the legit bets first.
Okay.
So, our Can't Lose Parlay lost one of its legs, but it's now a two-legger. And I pulled the trigger midweek. April 4th, I put it in. Jack Shore and Sadiq Youssef. Parlayed.
That sounds too easy.
I know.
Yeah.
I then did a three-leg parlay of Jorgen De Castro, Matus Gamrot, and Daun Jung. That is 20 to win $66. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I then like this parlay. I like this parlay a lot. Mike Perry and Sam Alvey parlayed plus 518.
That is spicy.
I love that.
Yeah. For sure.
And then I did.
How much are you throwing on that? Like $15?
I put $25 on.
20. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect $25 parlay.
Yeah. Then I put $20. This is throwaway. This will probably be a loss, but $20 to win $1,200. You can do this on the DraftKings Sportsbook. Jim Miller by decision. Plus 550.
Well, that's the only way he would win, I think.
Jack Shore by submission. Plus 250. And Daun Jung by KO. Plus 180. Parlay those three. $20 pays out $1,200. I mean, it could happen. And then here's your crazy lottery pick parlay, which I've never done one that pays out this much. But it's hilarious, and it's worth $5. You could throw $5 in the fucking trash, or you could put it on this. Sam Alvey, KO, plus 450.
Coming out hot.
Mike Perry, KO, plus 333. Jim Miller by decision. John McDessie by decision, plus 300. Jack Shore submission, plus 250. Daun Jung, plus 180. Kevin Holland by KO, plus 400. Parlay those together.
Kevin Holland by KO.
Parlay those together. $5 wins you $151,000. I mean,
I'm gonna have to overnight you a pallet full of palms. Oh, we're just gonna make crosses all day.
Yeah, I mean that's hilarious. But why not? $5. It'd be fun.
Yeah, I got 5 on.
Yeah, but yeah. So those are the picks. Take them straight up. Take the parlays. I like this week a lot. I feel like we're going to make some decent money this week.
Yeah. Need it.
Yep.
Need it. The Masters is killing me.
I know. R.I.P. DMX.
Yes. that too. Yep. That's another one that ruined my day. I found out about midday today, and I was just in a funk.
Oh. There is one more thing. Tonight, Machida Bader 2. Repeat.
Bellator?
Yeah, Bellator. That's
Let's hope Bader doesn't run face first into Machida's fist.
The best gif of all time.
Oh my god.
I hope he does. I hope it's a repeat. Face first.
Oh my god!
I hope so.
That was the greatest thing ever. And Bader was talking so much trash before that too.
I know. I haven't put together a parlay, but if you want, there's a bunch of minus 1,200 guys because it's Bellator tonight. If you parlay them all, you'll probably win.
What is the line on Machida fight?
I think he's plus 205.
Do you know? Machida's plus 205.
Yeah, I like it too. I like that. I'll take that.
I like that.
Yeah, Bader's Bader. I mean, he went on and had a good career at Bellator, but I don't know. We were never fans. Go run into Machida's fist again.
Oh my god. Is that on TV? Is that on
I'm not sure.
the Sportsman channel or something?
Yeah, it should be. We'll get it on our TV, IPTV.
God, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I like this week a lot.
All right.
Alrighty.
Me too. I'm excited.
Yep.